Here we go. Get going. Go. All right. The magazine. Here comes the rumble. Ready for the rumble. The Royal Rumble, one of sports entertainment best loved events, is just around the corner. 15 superstars from SmackDown meet 15 superstars from Raw in a 30-man over the top rope battle. Over the top rope battle, the last superstar remaining in the ring when all 29 others have been eliminated earned a match at WrestleMania for his brand top title. In order for a superstar to be eliminated from the Rumble, he must be thrown over the top rope and have both feet touch the floor. And while it's every man for himself, it's not uncommon to see brief alliances form and dissolve as superstars try to eliminate the biggest threats in their success. Each superstar was randomly assigned an entry number at the beginning of the month leading up to the Royal Rumble. Since then, many have competed in matches or made secret deals with each other for the purpose of improving their odds. Gen- Generally speaking, low entry numbers are less favorable since the superstars holding them need to eliminate more opponents in order to win the match. With that said, history has shown that this is not altogether impossible. Shawn Michaels and Chris Benoit are among the selected few superstars who have entered at number one, gone on to win the match. Alright, here we go. Let's get started. Alright, let's begin the week. Rumble, third match. Royal Rumble, 30 men. Royal Rumble.
Mr. Kennedy! Kennedy! I turn up the trouble till it gets real loud. I feel so much better than we're already. Gonna mess with your mind 'cause I know that I can. Gonna see how much I can quit today, yeah. Gonna serve the feel like it just won't quit. Can't get used to my rubbing your nose in it. Step a little closer, close to my fire. Troubles my drug takes me higher and higher. Turn up the music, light up the crowd. Turn up the gas. Now that I have everybody's attention, I would just like to remind you that I weigh in tonight at 246 pounds. I hail from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Kennedy!
Kennedy.
Ain't no stopping me, no! No stopping.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Royal Rumble match. Introducing first, on the way to the ring, from Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing in at 245 pounds, Shelton Benjamin.
Trying to be the best, feel me breaking out, nothing more, nothing less. Wanna be known, want the respect, throw me anything, I'll pass that test. Believing in yourself, man, changes everything. Yeah, I want it all, I'm taking the brass ring. Call me underdog, you can call me anything. I got a lot of blessings, that's what faith brings. No stopping, no stopping. Good drop, ain't no stopping me, no. Wanna start something, think ahead and start something. Anytime, any place, dog, it's nothing. I'm coming from the bottom on my way to the top, and if things get
Here we go. The bell.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority on. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married.
Is that? Yes, that's an elimination.
He took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty good, though, I must say.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
Well, you know what they say, JR. Pride goes before a fall. And from the looks of things, John Cena's got a heck of a fall ahead of him.
There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that's saying something.
Up and over and out. Eliminated.
Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. I think looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk. I respect the fact that he took responsibility for his actions and decided not to continue down there. He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match. And there's the elimination. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh no, this is classic old school wrestling at its finest.
Wow, he wasn't too gentle about throwing him out.
This capacity crowd is making...
That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match too. His opponent telegraphed that one. This is going beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And there he goes. He's out of the match. King, you're as crazy as a pet coon. Did you happen to notice that Cena held the WWE and United States title? Seems to me like he's got no problem putting his money where his mouth is.
Boy, if there's ever been a better role model for our younger WWE fans than Booker T, I couldn't tell you who it could be.
You can't be serious, King.
Talk about adding insult to injury, tossed out of the ring and the match. Chavo's always talking about living up to his family traditions, JR. But if I were his family, I'd make sure that his invitation to the family reunion...
This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring.
That's one fewer superstar in this match.
Yeah, and here's hoping he gets sent back to Friday nights with a few bruises, courtesy of Raw. Devari's one of those people who blames everyone else for his problems, and I can't stand that.
You'd think that event, he might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind him
He just doesn't have the strength to lift it.
he must be crazy thinking he could pick him up like that.
I tell you, King, sometimes he just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
I don't believe it. He's been eliminated.
Rob Van Dam is such an amazing athletic competitor. There's not a doubt in my mind that he's one of the biggest stars in the business.
You've got to be kidding me, JR. I think you're more out of it than RVD is. I mean, Van Dam might have a few fans, but that doesn't mean he's as big a star as he seems to think he... I don't think this is going to work, JR.
The size difference is just too
My name
great.
is Finley, and I love to fight. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... Well, go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker. He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination.
Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can't, JR. And I don't think we'd have it any other way. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man, and I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from me, JR. SmackDown's the minor leagues as far as I'm concerned. I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
Well, there's one less superstar in this match now. You're always bad-mouthing Gregory Helms, JR. How about you say something nice?
Lashley.
All right. How about the fact that he's a multiple-time tag team and cruiserweight champion, a former
Mountain
European
Dew.
and hardcore champion, and
Mountain
one of the
Dew.
biggest jackasses to set
Bro, Curly out of here. We'll get Curly out of here. Come on.
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it
What?
really drives home the
Get out of here. Come on.
Raw is the dominant brand
Get out of
of
here.
sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown
Here we
roster
go,
that
ball.
can
Out.
handle Raw's finest.
That's it. The match is over.
Out
for
of it,
that
bro.
particular superstar.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to
Get
these
out of here.
superstars.
And if they're smart,
Dude.
they'll listen. Remember, without these fans,
Oh my gosh, he's been eliminated from the match.
Whiskey. Get out of here. Get out of here. Woo.
That's not true, JR. I'm sure this arena is just
Are we-
full of edgeheads tonight. You might not hear them cheering, but that's probably because they're in awe of the fact that they're watching their favorite
Oh, bro.
superstar.
or maybe it's because
Oh,
the
man.
edgeheads turned on edge right about the same time he
Oh,
turned on them.
whiskey.
I think they do a pretty good job of making themselves heard, but with those boos instead of cheers now.
John Cena. John Cena. John
These
Cena.
superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What you expect, King?
They give it
This
out of
isn't
there.
ballet, you know.
Get out of there.
Guys,
Dude.
tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a
Oh,
pinfall
Cena.
victory over Triple H to my credit.
Get
How
out
about
of there
you?
now. Whoa. Good game, Triple H.
Awesome forces I've ever seen.
Good game,
in a
Triple H.
WWE ring. And I think the dead man
Whoa,
reminded
Triple H.
everyone tonight why they call him the
Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan.
Hunter.
All of these rappers can't talk about anything except how great they are.
I don't think there's anything
John
wrong with that.
Cena.
King. Cena's got some impressive
Out of it, bro.
accomplishments to his credit. I think he's got every right to be
Well,
proud.
the big stone. The big spec. Yo,
That this has all the
big
makings of
stone.
an instant classic.
Probably just gas,
The
JR.
big stone.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it.
I'll get the big show out of there. Come on. Yo, here we go.
What they say, JR?
Taking Batista the elbow.
Maybe so, King.
Taking
Any
the
superstar
elbow,
that finds
Batista.
himself at WrestleMania in his
Oh,
rookie
we
year
have an
is
all-star
going to
game.
be hard.
So, Hunter, you're out of it. What's out of there?
I can't think of a superstar who's overcome the odds in a more dramatic way
Get
than Eddie Guerrero.
I'm out of there.
Talk about earning your spot.
I couldn't agree more,
John
JR.
Michael.
He's what you call a real inspiration.
John Michael.
He never gave up.
And no stranger to dark times is Eddie Guerrero. But a
What?
man isn't judged by how far he falls, but by how hard he works to climb back up.
Get out of there, bro.
I don't think you can say that there's ever been a greater
Get
superstar
out of here.
than Eddie Guerrero. I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn
you
right
see
it
that.
is. It comes with the price of admission.
HBK. Come to the look.
JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Alright,
Yes,
let's
I
get
am.
out of the
I
city.
think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
Bye! I the ball game each other
I don't
out.
think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match will be he's all fired up now, King.
Oh,
And I'd hate to be on
whoa,
the receiving end.
come
I
on.
don't think his
Drop
opponent's
the
got a hope of
bird.
hurting him now.
Whoa. Here's what I need. Yeah, get out of there. Come on.
So, how do you think this one's
HBK.
going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely
Get
no
out of there.
idea. Anything can happen here in the
Guys, don't.
WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
Don't get
I
out of there.
might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you,
Bye
King.
bye. I can't see by myself. There's the
JR's not
breaker.
going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not
Bro.
my favorites, King.
No.
I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I
Bro.
respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR,
no.
you're so full of it that you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain.
Jerry the left.
Look, reversal there.
Jerry the left.
I'm not sure if it's your eyes or your brain that shot JR,
Okay.
but that's ridiculous. The Undertaker
Oh,
should quit now,
so
but I can still retire with some dignity. He's got his opponent in
Dominator.
position.
All the way up
Boom.
and right back down again, head first. The dead level.
Oh.
Caught with that one.
Jerry the left. And Stone.
Okay. So he's got some amateur wrestling credentials. Big deal. This isn't the minor
Hey.
leagues, JR. This is the WWE.
This Lashley is so young and so impressive. I can only
Jerry
imagine
the
the career
left.
he's got ahead of him.
You ever think? Uh-oh. He's looking
Dominator.
to put his opponent away here.
He sure is. And that Dominator's exactly the way to do it.
Oh.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete
bro.
every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net.
Oh.
This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster.
There we
and
go.
that's a fact.
He just stole his
Oh.
opponent's finishing move. Talk
Three,
about adding insult to injury, JR.
Hey. Hey. Oh.
Oh my!
I don't even know if that's
Someone's
PG.
been busted wide open. This can't be good.
You're right. It's not good.
Bye-bye.
It's great. They're not holding anything back.
We knew these superstars weren't going to